Okay, this is something called a card safe, and this particular model is made by a company called Gepe. They run about $15 to $20. This is a waterproof case for your memory cards, and while I don't use this as much as I used to, it is very handy to stay organized in keeping track of where your memory cards are. You'll notice I have SD memory cards on the bottom, and I also have the CF cards on the top. It'll hold both of them at the same time, which means it's good. You can hold let's see, 4, 8. You can hold 8 different cards in here at one time. I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but this is called an iFi card, which is a memory card that has a built-in Wi-Fi signal. So you can actually transmit images from your camera that have these cards. It's pretty cool technology. This is only a 2 gigabyte card. It's better for point and shoot cameras and stuff like that, but in trying it out, I've learned that it's not super fast, and it's just quicker to take the card out, put it into a card reader, and upload them to the computer. So I don't even use it anymore, but I know these are very popular among some people because you don't have to take the card out of the camera. You can just transmit. But in any event, that is a Gepe card safe. It's great to keep track of your cards and to keep them in your bag safe and sound. Okay, I want to talk real quick about camera bags, the main differences and what you can expect and which one you should get. There are 2 main types of camera bags that I recommend to people, and one of them I don't even really like anymore, and that is the side carry bag. The side carry bag is cheaper. Okay, you're going to find them in different sizes. Sometimes they're really small, sometimes they're big, and essentially it's just a bag with a strap on it you're going to carry like this. There's a problem with this in that the more gear that you put into your bag, the heavier it gets, and you're going to start doing this. So if you need to walk any distance at all, it's going to be completely uncomfortable, okay? Another thing I don't like about this is there is no room for a laptop, and it's just, I just don't like it. Maybe that's not a good reason, but this was my first bag that I got, so that's why I still have it, probably get rid of it. What I recommend is getting a backpack made to carry camera gear. This is a low pro CompuTrekker. I love this bag. I talk about it in all my crash course DVDs. It's about to be replaced with a think tank bag. I'm just waiting for this to finally die. It's been a great bag. You can still get them. Some of them have rollers built in, but the reason why this is awesome is because it has a section for your laptop. And we're not going to spend too much time on this, but I'm just trying to show you the main difference. Okay, now something that's really, really nice about the backpack camera bags is you have these customizable Velcro foam inserts, and they actually come out. And what this allows you to do is customize the bag's fittings for different lenses. Here I have my filters. Oh, jeez, doesn't want to come out. Here I have my gradiated filters, my ND filters, filter holders, 2 cameras. I got 1 speed light, transmitter, and I usually have a couple extra lenses in here. But the foam Velcro compartments in these little panels allow you to completely customize the inside of your bag, which is really nice. The backpack camera bags are a little bit more stealthy because not everybody knows that this is a camera bag and you have thousands of dollars of camera equipment in here. So if you're traveling and you're hiking, it's more comfortable. These are more expensive though. This one was about $130. The think tank ones run between $150 and $200, but that is going to be a better investment than a side bag. The argument for a side bag is going light. I would say go with the R-strap and just carry 1 camera and maybe carry an extra lens in your pocket. But for carrying most of your gear, you're going to want a backpack type version. Another important side note is it's important to be able to look and try the bag on yourself. I ordered my first backpack case. It was way too big. It was way too bulky. It was $200. I don't even use it. I like the smaller backpacks that are customizable and hold laptops. I'm not sure if this is something you guys would be interested in, but this actually has a tripod holder where the tripod legs go in here and then you can cinch down the rest of the tripod. I never use this thing, this particular tripod carrier. I'm actually getting ready to cut these guys off. But the Low Pro and the Think Tank bags are great. Sometimes they have rain covers built into them. Sturdy handles, nice thick padded shoulder pads, very, very nice bag. In any event, that is the difference between a side carry bag and a backpack camera bag. So we've been out shooting, and unfortunately, we've gotten our camera bag and our lenses and some of our gear dirty, and it's time to start thinking about how to take care of your camera, and how to clean it. I've gone out and purchased a few different types of cleaning kits. You can see here we have a general lens cleaning kit, we have a sensor kit, we have the lens pens, and we also have just some Armor All. And I'm going to take you through the steps that I personally use to clean my camera bag. Okay, so when I clean my cameras in my bag, I'm very particular, and this may be a little bit weird, in that I like to do it in the bathtub, and there's a reason for this. The bag's dirty, the inside of the bag is dirty, the cameras are dirty, the lenses are dirty, everything's dirty. And if you clean your cameras and your lenses and put them back into a dirty bag, you're just making everything dirty again. So the way it works is I get a brush. These are really cheap. They come with most basic lens cleaning kits. It's important that it's a brush. The blower's not a huge fan of. Anyway, what you're going to do is open your bag in the bathtub, and you are going to take every lens out one at a time and essentially brush everything off. The sand, the dust, the dirt, and we're going to be cleaning these even more. We want to kind of try to get this as clean as possible before we take it outside and clean them on the table, because if these are dirty and you're setting them on the table starts getting dirty. So once I've kind of cleaned a lens off, I take it, I sit it down on the floor here, and I go to the next lens. Some of these lenses are actually quite filthy, like this one. On this one I have a circular polarizer, and so I'll be showing you how I clean the actual filters versus the lenses themselves. But I'm trying to get all the sand and all the dirt off. Okay, so I've emptied my bag out. Everything's pretty much out of it. I'm pretty sure about this. I like to hide things in different places. And it's time for me to actually clean the bag. Now, some people do this where they actually throw the bag into a washing machine. I don't like doing that because there are some components in there you don't want it being turned and moved around. So I do more of a hand wash kind of thing. And I tend to like it better. One thing I will say though is not all bags are washable, so whatever bag you get, make sure that you can do this, otherwise you may ruin it. I'm pretty comfortable doing it with this bag. I've done it before, and once it's dried out, there's no problems. But anyway, what you're going to want to do is first rinse all the dirt out in the tub that's here. Kind of want to get all that out of here. And then the next thing you're going to do is fill the bathtub up with warm water. For detergent, you can use just basic laundry detergent. I don't put a whole lot in there because it's, it's not like it's clothing. But if things are dirty, you can get a brush in there and actually scrub the bag. I like to let it soak for a little while, about 15-20 minutes, and then I come in and kind of brush any dirty spots off and then rinse it a couple times, and then I air dry it. The first thing that we want to do is take care of our tripod legs, and the tripod legs, depending on what they're made out of, sometimes they'll be carbon fiber, sometimes they'll be aluminum, but I know that when I go out and shoot on the beach, I get a lot of sand in these parts of the legs, so typically what I do is I just take them into the bathroom and give them a really good rinse. There are some brushes, just some basic household brushes you can use to brush them off, but I found that water typically doesn't hurt a good set of tripod legs. Even these little joints in here that are made out of plastic and have steel screws, you can see I have some sand in here too. It's the same thing, you're just going to rinse it out underneath the faucet. It's not going to hurt it. The head, what I usually do on this is not a good idea to rinse underneath the faucet because it has a lot of metal and has a lot of like oil and grease to help the head operate. So what I typically do is I take the head off and I clean this with brushes and just wipe it down at the best that I can. I don't want to mess with water inside the head of itself. Once I've cleaned this off, I set it up out in the living room to dry, and it usually just takes about 15 or 20 minutes.